I'd like to call to order meeting of the Cortland City Council. Today is Monday, September 16th, 2024. Invite everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a brief prayer, please. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the privilege and the opportunity to serve you and to serve the city. We ask for your wisdom and guidance on the decisions before us this evening. We ask this in your name. Amen. Rhonda, can I have a roll call, please?
Jim Bradley.
Here.
Kathy Fleischer.
Here.
Dick McLean.
Here.
Don Moore. John McCurry.
Here.
Scott Rowley.
Here.
Kevin Pyros.
Here. We have a motion for the approval of minutes from the September 3rd, 2024 council meeting.
So moved.
Second. Any corrections? Rhonda, can I have a roll call?
Kathy Fleischer.
Yes.
Dick McLean.
Yes.
John McCurry.
Abstain.
Scott Rowley.
Yes.
Jim Bradley.
Abstain.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes. We have a motion for the approval of schedule of bills to be paid totaling $194,646.57.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Rhonda, can I have a roll call?
Dick McLean.
Yes.
John McCurry.
Yes.
Scott Rowley.
Yes.
Jim Bradley.
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer.
Yes.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes. May I have a motion for the approval of the bank reconciliation ending August 31st, 2024?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Rhonda, can I have a roll call?
John McCurry.
Yes.
Scott Rowley.
Yes.
Jim Bradley.
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer.
Yes.
Dick McLean.
Yes.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes. Okay, next up is old business. We have a couple of items on old business. First is ordinance O-59-24, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an LPA, federal local let project agreement, with the State of Ohio Department of Transportation to establish the responsibilities for administration for resurfacing Main Street, known as Project TRU E Main Street, PID 117384. This is the second reading submitted by the service director. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Don?
Kevin, because I work for ODOT, and this agreement is with the ODOT, I will be abstaining.
Thank you. Any questions? Okay, Rhonda, can I have a roll call, please?
John McCurry.
Abstain.
Scott Rowley.
Yes.
Jim Bradley.
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer.
Yes.
Dick McLean.
Yes.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes. Next is ordinance O-60-24, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with GPD Group, Inc. to perform engineering and adjunct services for resurfacing Main Street, known as Project TRU E Main Street, PID 117384. This is the second reading submitted by the service director. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Kevin, because I work for ODOT, this involves ODOT, I will be abstaining.
Thank you, John. Any questions? Rhonda, can I have a roll call?
Scott Rowley.
Yes.
Jim Bradley.
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer.
Yes.
Dick McLean.
Yes.
John McCurry.
Abstain.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes. All right, that concludes our old business. Move on to new business. Welcome back to the table, John. First is Resolution R-46-24, a resolution authorizing the creation of a special revenue fund to be entitled Mosquito Lake State Park Water Improvements. This is submitted by the finance director. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Patty?
This resolution and the next two after it all needs new funds because of the new revenue that we're receiving.
Thank you, Patty. Any additional questions? Rhonda, can I have a roll call, please?
Jim Bradley.
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer.
Yes.
Dick McLean.
Yes.
John McCurry.
Yes.
Scott Rowley.
Yes.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes. Next is Resolution R-47-24, a resolution authorizing the creation of a special revenue fund to be entitled Cortland Safety Services Complex/Training Facility. This is submitted by the finance director. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Rhonda, can I have a roll call?
Kathy Fleischer.
Yes.
Dick McLean.
Yes.
John Burkuri.
Yes.
Scott Rowley.
Yes.
Jim Bradley.
Yes.
Kevin Pyro.
Yes. Next is Resolution R-48-24, a resolution authorizing the creation of a special revenue fund to be entitled Salt Storage Bin. This is submitted by the Finance Director. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Rhonda, can I have a roll call?
Dick McLean.
Yes.
John Burkuri.
Yes.
Scott Rowley.
Yes.
Jim Bradley.
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer.
Yes.
Kevin Pyro.
Yes. Okay, next is ordinance O-61-24, an ordinance authorizing the participation in the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency's H2 Ohio Rivers Initiative Chloride Reduction Grant Agreement. Oh, that's for a new salt storage bin in the city of Cortland. First reading submitted by the Service Director. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions?
So last January, I applied for $75,000 in grant money to build a new salt bin. We didn't receive funding for the first round, but we did receive the $75,000 grant for the second round, and that's what this is.
Kim, any questions? Rhonda, can I have a roll call, please?
John Burkuri.
Yes.
Scott Rowley.
Yes.
Jim Bradley.
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer.
Yes.
Dick McLean.
Yes.
Kevin Pyro.
Yes. Okay, last is ordinance O-62-24, an ordinance amending ordinance O-48-24, the annual appropriation ordinance for the city of Cortland, county of Trumbull, state of Ohio, for fiscal year ending on the 31st day of December 2024. This is an emergency submitted by the Finance Director. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
May I have a motion on the emergency, please?
So moved. Second.
Any questions?
This is just due to new money, the ambulance transportation, that impact study grant, the retention bonus for the fire department, and probably on the next meeting, you will see all the other ones. The salt storage bin, once all these funds are created, sent to the county, then I'll have you guys appropriate all those funds also.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, Rhonda, can I have a roll call on the emergency, please?
Scott Rowley.
Yes.
Jim Bradley.
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer.
Yes.
Dick McLean.
Yes.
John Burkuri.
Yes.
Kevin Pyro.
Yes. And now a roll call on the ordinance, please.
John Burkuri.
Yes.
Scott Rowley.
Yes.
Jim Bradley.
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer.
Yes.
Dick McLean.
Yes.
Kevin Pyro.
Yes. Okay, that concludes our new business. Next, I would like for an approval for the mayor's appointment of Rich McDermott to the Civil Service Commission with a term expiring December 31st of 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Rhonda, can I have a roll call?
Jim Bradley.
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer.
Yes.
Dick McLean.
Yes.
John Burkuri.
Yes.
Scott Rowley.
Yes.
Kevin Pyro.
Yes. Okay, next, it's that time of year that we need to set our Halloween trick or treat for Thursday, October 31st from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Okay. Rhonda, can I have a roll call?
Kathy Fleischer.
Yes.
Dick McLean.
Yes.
John Burkuri.
Yes.
Scott Rowley.
Yes.
Jim Bradley.
Yes.
Kevin Pyro.
Yes. All right, now we're going to move on to our reports. Police chief
Is on a call.
is on a call, so I think it was a last minute call, so I don't think we have anything on behalf of the police department tonight. Next up is fire department, and I believe, Mayor, you do have some things from the fire department.
Yes, I was just asked to report that Captain Price and Captain Dales attended the annual Rotary 9/11 Memorial Breakfast at Lake Vista last week. Other than that, not much to report. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to send them an email if you'd like.
Thank you, Mayor, for
You're
that.
welcome.
Service department, Kim.
I'll give you an update on Fairway. It's progressing nicely. They plan on setting the remaining box sections on Friday. At which time last week they got the footer Ford. They did need to relocate the water line. It was going to end up in the footer, unfortunately. It was not marked correctly on the plans, so they started digging and found it. So they did relocate that in front of the footer appropriately. And so after that, it's just a matter of getting things waterproofed and buttoned up. And so a couple more weeks, the project should be finished up, but it is progressing very nicely. The splash pad is still open, so I don't know, those babies aren't going away yet. So we'll leave it open until, weather permitting. That's pretty much all I have, so if anyone has any questions.
Any questions on the service department? All right, thanks, Kevin. All right, next, finance department.
There's only two of us here.
I'm happy to report we processed a payment today for the facade grant, so this is the second one of the year. It's 201 to 205 West Main Street. If you guys want to see, some of you guys probably drive by it, you see how nice it is. But her check did go in the mail today, so that was a good thing. I've been working on insurance quotes for health insurance. I finally got the last one in today. I have a meeting with a gentleman, with a broker, tomorrow morning to go over it. I talked to 4 different brokers, got 4 quotes in. I'll get a spreadsheet made up, Dee Dee and I will review it, and of course, if the benefits are changing, it all has to be negotiated. So, not all of them are equal. If it's equal, we're paying that high price, so we have to do something. So we did get some other quotes in that are comparable, with some savings to what we're paying right now.
And some different types of plans
And different
as well.
types of plans, yeah. We looked at, it's called an ICRA, which is an individual, health reimbursement. We'll see how that goes. And then just some different carriers, Suma, Anthem, and we also finally were able to, be quoted on a MIWA, which is Anthem, but it's more of a consortium. For several years, we have not been quoted on that. The only thing that means is, a lot of these plans, the deductible's calendar year, and we have been told we are on a policy year. Our deductible runs September 1st to October 31st. And we've been told that eventually you're gonna have to move. And it sort of looks like this might be our year, so we got some work to do, but we'll see if we can try and save the city some money from that original healthcare renewal. Other than that, you have my report, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Questions on the finance department? Thank you, Patty. All right, mayor's report.
Okay, got a long report. I'll try and make it quick. First of all, thank you for confirming my appointment of Rich McDermott to the Civil Service Commission. All my appointments that you approved at the last council meeting have been sworn in. They're already attending their respective meetings. Also, I put at your place Jeffrey's monthly report from Fuji Lee Strategies, kind of update you on what he's been working on. And this is the long part. And I was hoping the paper would be here, but if you're getting calls from residents, I just wanted to let you know this is the position of the city. So this is an update on the zoning and the work of our associate service directors. The word is out that the city is enforcing zoning regulations more rigorously. Jason and Michael are still in the process of educating residents about these regulations, the reasons behind the enforcement, and both sides of the argument. Recently, we've noticed an increase in residents reporting violations, and we've also received feedback from other residents questioning issues such as selective enforcement and some other things. So we have people on both sides of the argument. Happy to report that most residents respond kindly once they realize that they were unknowingly violating regulations. To clarify, we are not selectively enforcing the zoning code. Jason and Michael spend much of their time out of the office working on different things. Their priority at this time is a lead service line inventory, which is requiring home visits. So during their travels, they're observing zoning violations throughout the city, and they are documenting them. Also, this has highlighted additional areas of need of updates to the zoning code, something we're already aware of, but this exercise has identified more areas requiring attention. So, this is our approach. Our proactive enforcement of these regulations is aimed at preserving the value of buildings as it's stated in our zoning code. We want to make our great city greater, in line with the goals and objectives set forth in our strategic plan. And I just want to emphasize, it's not our goal to take our residents to court, okay? We're aiming to educate, inform, and work with residents to find solutions. So, if any of your residents call you and say they've received one of the yellow violation cards, basically it's a hang tag that they can post. There are several pre-populated areas, and it'll say like the ordinance number or whatever. Some people react very defensively. That's not the intent, okay? So I'm just asking that you say, please do not be offended or embarrassed. That's not our intent, again. And I just want to say, we encourage them to call City Hall and speak with Jason, Michael, or myself. We'd be happy to discuss the matter further with them in a constructive manner. Again, we're not in the enforcement part yet, okay? We just want to inform people. And again, like I said, I'm happy to report that most people are compliant. Some people are offended, quite frankly, and are defensive. But that's not the position that we want to take. And if somebody calls you, if you would just have them call us, we'd be happy to talk them through it. So, anybody have any questions on that particular thing?
What's the most noted violation that they're,
I can't even answer that.
or what are the violations that people complained about them?
Well, we've been zeroing in on vehicles, in particular. So vehicles that don't have current tags, vehicles that have flat tires that have been sitting there for 3 years straight and haven't moved, vehicles that are parked in the grass or in the front yard or, not on a developed surface, I will say. Those are just things that aren't permitted, and that's what they're making people aware of. You know, those are the things that need to be brought to their attention, and if it's an abandoned vehicle, it needs to either go inside a garage or it needs to be relocated off the property. Or if you're parking in the grass, find some asphalt or concrete driveway to park your vehicle on. That's where it belongs, and that's where it should be, or in a garage. So that's our approach right now, but vehicles I think have been first and foremost, but other things like grass, some signs, not so much political ones, but other ones, flag signs or whatever that comes to their attention, they're addressing as they see it.
Thank you.
Anybody else have any questions? Okay, we just had a shredded day, organized by the Portland Library manager, Karen Murphy. And that was last Saturday, and residents were allowed to bring 4 boxes of paperwork to be shredded. It was a steady stream of vehicles all day, from 10 to noon. People were very appreciative, and so I think she's going to make it an annual event. So that was pretty cool. Council, okay, we've got a couple working Mondays still this month. On September 23rd, 6 p.m., we've got a combined work session with Planning and Zoning. They requested that when they began to review the occupancy permit. And then I know Rhonda sent an email to you guys today asking if we can move our September 30th meeting with DS from 7 to 6. They sent a schedule, a proposed schedule, 30 minutes. We have the 3 top listed candidates, 30 minutes for interview, 15 minutes for Q&A, and then 15 minutes to move on to the next people. So, if we started at 7, we wouldn't be done till 10. If we move back to 6, it makes it a little easier. So, I hope we're able to do that. Okay, now we have city events and announcements. The next business mixer is Tuesday, September 24th from 5:30 to 7:30 at Country Porch Winery. The next food truck night is September 26th from 5 to 8 on West Main Street. Next week is the week for curbside brush pickup. Brush needs to be out by Sunday night. And fall cleanup with Republic Services is September 26th and 27th. And you know what? I forgot got, the scrap, you know how, NEO Junk always precedes the fall cleanup the weekend before, which will be this coming weekend, with scrap pickup. So that'll be held then at the Lions Club, or not Lions Club, in conjunction with the Lions Club at Willow Park, and the hours are what? I don't even know. I'll have to get back to you on that, but it's like 9:30 to 3:30 or something like that. Whatever they've been in the past, I'll send out an email so that you're all aware. Because I didn't write that on here. So that's all I have.
That's a busy next week.
Yes, yes, it is very busy.
Any questions of the mayor? See, the police chief is back. Police chief, Chief Morris, is there anything you wanted
I'll
to,
keep it
for your
simple. I
police
have nothing to
report?
report, but I'll be happy to entertain any questions you might have.
I'm glad you made it back. Any questions?
If I'm here on the record.
That's right. Thanks, chief. All right, are there any, council committee reports this evening?
TRC met before me, I think the mayor and the service director covered pretty much everything we discussed.
Are there any announcements from council this evening? Is there anyone from the audience wishing to ask questions of council? All right, well, I guess the next thing up is for a motion for adjournment.
Second?
Can I have a roll call, please?
Dick McLean,
Yes?
John Burkey,
Yes.
Scott Rowley,
Yes.
Jim Bradley, Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Kevin Tyler.
Yes. All right, thanks, everyone.